23 years old, I had basically what everything told me I was supposed to want. A loving family, real friends, my health, no big issue, no real excuse to give. And yet, I was going nowhere. I was just stuck. Watching my life pass by like if I was a passenger in my own story. And the worst part is I couldn't figure it out. Why? Until one day I realized what nobody warns you about. The worst place you can be in your life is not rock the bottom. It's actually a gift. Because when things are bad enough, you found a way to move. You have no choice. The pains become too loud. It forces you to act. The most dangerous place can be in the middle. Comfortable, mediocre. That job that pays just enough. That relationship that's not bad enough to leave. That life that looks fine from the outside but feels totally empty for you in the inside. Because comfort is a cage that doesn't look like a cage. When you hate your situation, some part of you knows it. You feel the urgency. Start plotting your escape. But when your situation is just okay, your brain goes quiet. It tells you this could be worse, just be grateful. That voice, this reasonable, well-meaning voice, exactly where you are. That was me. I wasn't suffering enough to change. I was just suffering enough to complain. Finally got honest with myself. I saw it clearly. I was holding onto a mediocre situation, acting surprised that I was not growing. Mediocre friendship that drained me. I never had mediocre goals, but I was mediocre to committed to them. The mediocre version of myself that I kept defending instead of challenging. I was the one standing in my own way. The one decision that I make wasn't dramatic. My decisions were simpler and harder than that. I stopped totally hating my own mediocrity. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. Okay, but how? How do you stop? So let me be specific. The first things I did was get brutally honest about where I was in the different area of my life. Not in my head, out loud, on a paper. I wrote down every situation I was not happy with in my life and every situation I wouldn't have chosen if I could start from zero right now. Every relationship, every habit, every commitment. And I asked myself one question for each one. Am I staying because this is genuinely good for me? Or am I staying because leaving feels scary for me? I want you to sit and ask this question to yourself right now because the answer will tell you everything. Most of the time, the honest answer is the fear. Fear that you won't find better. Fear that you fail if you actually try. Fear that maybe you're not as capable as you believe. And as long as this fear is dressed up as comfort, you will never leave. The second things I did was raise my standards. Not for other people's, for myself. I stopped accepting the same excuses I would not accept from someone that I respect. Think about that. If your best friend tells you that she's sitting on her dream since 3 years because she was not ready, what would you say? You would push her. You'd tell her the truth. Be that person for yourself because nobody's gonna save you. Third things, and this is the one that actually moves the needles, made my comfort zone smaller on purpose. Every single week, I'm doing things that the older version of me would have avoided to do. Like me right now, I'm speaking a language that I don't even know if people can understand me right. You don't need a grand gesture, just one small thing uncomfortable. Momentum doesn't come before action, it comes from action. It's unuseful to wait until you're ready for this action because you will actually never feel ready. That is the reality. It's when you start moving that you're gonna feel ready. Months after I made this decision, my life looked totally different. I'm living in another country. I had let go on things that I thought was needed.